SuiteCX Diagnostics sits between surveys and planning. It consumes survey results and outputs recommendations. SuiteCX Diagnostic tools focus on VOC, Voice of the Customer, VOI, Voice of the Institution, and VOE, Voice of the Employee. Each voice may have as many as 6 audiences, including one for benchmarks. There is a 9-step process in the tool to load your survey data, and then to see the results. To get to the data loading wizard, just click on Edit in the footer while you are in the VOC section of the navigation. Then you can move through each step in the process. Within each step, there are instructions and also options on how to get your data in. You can choose to work in online forms here in the left, or you can choose to fetch and modify existing templated models in the middle, or you can choose the third option in red on the right to download a template and upload your data via Excel. When you are done loading your data, just click View in the footer to see the results. The first screen will show you your average aggregate survey results by question category, a shortened version of the question, the audiences you asked, and any benchmarks if you loaded them. Click on Verbatim in the footer to see any quotes captured and loaded. To see the tool's auto maturity model, click on Maturity in the footer. This is a fun graph to analyze and see if it lines up with what you expected from your survey results, or what insights you can possibly glean from this. Once you're done looking at the maturity model, click on Findings in the upper navigation. This will give you a report out of the findings associated with your survey. From here, you can go to Recommendations to see the associated recommendations along with their average aggregate scores. These findings and recommendations are directly linked to your survey questions, answers, and scores. If we go back to our survey wizard by clicking on VOC and then Edit in the footer, you will see each step and how each step corresponds to different parts of your survey. Step 1 is your survey response scale. There can only be one scale for your survey levels, and categories. Step 2 is where you describe your survey categories. Step 3 is for survey audiences. Step 4 is for removing outliers, if you would like to do that, or if you think that is important. You also have the option to see all your results regardless of score ranges. Step 5 is for benchmarks. Step 6 is where you load all the questions and average aggregate scores and findings and recommendations for your survey. This is the heart of the survey upload. Step 7 is for verbatims. Step 8 is for any additional findings you may need to add. Step 9 is a free-form graphing tool for any important metrics that don't fit neatly into your survey scale. Some of these steps are optional and some are required. You'll see instructions on the hover over of each step to let you know if this is an optional step or a required step. There are also instructions on each page for even more information. The recommendations from the survey results that you've loaded will be used in our next step for planning. Go ahead and start loading some data into the wizard for the surveys and view the results, and reach out to your coach if you have any questions or need any help.